In A-level, you are free to choose any subject that you want. But don't you think that too much freedom will make you confused? Especially when you have to choose from 56 different subjects? Hi guys! This is Mira from All In. In this video, we're going to dig deep into A-level subject selection, especially choosing the right subjects for your intended major. Which A-level subjects to choose if you want to keep your options open for your intended major. Also, we have a couple of tips for you if you're still quite confused about which A-level subjects to choose. So, let's go! First, let me refresh your memory about what is A-level. What is A-level? A-level stands for Advanced Level Qualification. It is a subject-based qualification that could lead to university, further study, training, or work. Many students like you use A-level for university application. Why? Because A-level is the better choice if you want to keep your options open for your intended major. If you want to know more about A-level, you can check out our video right here when we discuss about A-level in a more general sense. A-level features. Before we discuss the steps to choose the subjects, it is important that you have to know the features of A-level and why you should consider taking them. Number 1, it is 100% exam-based. Number 2, it gives you in-depth knowledge. In A-level, you will be able to dig deeper on the respective information due to the increased length and the relatively few courses. Students can obtain a better comprehension of their content. As a result, they will have a better basis to start their college courses. Nonetheless, because the course is exam-based, the majority of what students will learn will be more theoretical and intellectual as opposed to practical. Third, it gives you more time to think. Unlike a foundation program or a diploma, you won't need to know what you want to study for college before you start this program. With A-level lasting between 1.5 to 2 years, you will have plenty of time to figure out what you want to do for college. However, having a general idea of what you want to do, such as art, business, or maybe science, will give you a better understanding about the major that you would like to study. So, let's deep dive into the subjects. There are actually more than 50 subjects that you can choose for A-level, but unfortunately, not all schools provide all subjects. Don't worry, we have compiled the subjects that are mostly provided by most of the schools. So, how will you choose? Your subject selection is super important for your future. Therefore, it is best if you spend your time deciding which subjects are suitable for you and your intended major. If you already know which A-level subjects you want to take, then you are very lucky. But if you don't know which to choose, then don't worry, it is totally normal. Most students also don't know which A-level subjects to choose. But before you start choosing which subjects you want to take, there are 3 things that you need to know. A-level are a lot tougher than GCSEs. You should take note that moving up from GCSEs to A-level is a really big jump in difficulty. Which means you should be a little bit more considerate when you're choosing your A-level subjects. You'll also see a difference in how you will be taught and what will be expected from you. Some courses and universities have lists of subjects that they do not accept. Some majors, such as the architecture program in the University of Bath, actually consider that some A-level subjects are less beneficial than others in terms of preparing students to study in their program. Similarly, some universities, such as the University of Sheffield, actually publishes their list of preferred A-level subjects. Others, such as LSE, actually keeps a list of non-preferred subjects. If your subject choices don't match, don't automatically dismiss the course or avoid the A-level subject that you are passionate about. Just make sure that the other A-level subjects you're taking meets the admission requirements. Don't believe everything you hear. Be critical with any rumors regarding the A-level subject selection, especially when the rumor comes from your friend, your older sister, or maybe your older sister's friend. The reality may be entirely different. It is always good to do your own research so you can have the big picture in terms of A-level subject selection. When entry requirements are usually a minimum set of standards that you must fulfill, a university may evaluate you differently than other candidates based on your personal statement or your portfolio, just in case your grades fall short. Don't make your decision based on other people's experience. Verify your information with the institution or with the department directly. Now, let's discuss the strategy to choose your A-level subjects. We have some real-life case studies to help you choose the best suited A-level subjects for you. A-level step-by-step strategy. The first thing that you need to do is you have to look at your intended university and your intended major. As mentioned before, some majors require you to take 1 or 2 A-level subjects. Not only that, they also have their own required grades. Choose the subjects that are the most beneficial for your interest and your future. This is because your academic journey and future career could depend on your A-level subject selection. Let's take a look at some examples. Selecting subjects based on your intended major. Imagine that you get into this school which provide these 13 A-level subjects that you can take. Those subjects are mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, geography, sociology, economics, business, language, finance, IT, history, and design. The first thing that comes to mind is probably like, oh my god, there's so many subjects, how can I choose? Well, you should choose the subjects that are best to support your university applications, especially the one that suits your target major. Let's say that you have a dream that you want to work at NASA. That means you need an aerospace engineering degree. Most engineering degrees needs maths and physics, and some of them also needs chemistry. To be able to get into an aerospace engineering degree, you need to choose at least mathematics, physics, and one other choice. Also, you need to be able to get very good grade, A star, A, and A. A star being the highest possible grade for A-level. Or maybe you want to be a doctor to help many people. That means you have to take chemistry, biology, and one other subject. From these 3 subjects, you need the minimum grade of A, and B. Or maybe you even want to work at a bank. This means you have to choose the subjects related to economics. You need to take math, business, and finance with the grades of A, and B. Or maybe you want to major in art. This means you don't have to take math, chemistry, biology, or physics as they have no correlation with your intended major. Even though you are free to choose, there are pretty obvious choices that you have to take for your subjects. For example, it's better for you if you take design and technology. With these subjects, you can expand your creativity and brush up your skills in digital painting or maybe design. This is important because you have to build your own portfolio if you want to go into an art major. Remember, portfolios are very important for art and design applicants. Make sure that you explore and create as much as possible. Maybe you are interested in studying law to become the best lawyer out there. Be aware that some universities do not accept PE, art, photography, or dance as the main 3 subjects. You need at least A-level subjects in science, English, and math, with the minimum grade of A, B, and B. Now, let's see the second strategy in choosing your A-level subjects, which is to choose the facilitating subjects. Pick some facilitating subjects. If you don't have any preference and you don't have any intended major yet, you can choose the facilitating subjects. These are most commonly favored by the universities to get into a wide variety of courses. You should choose at least one of these A-level facilitating subjects to take. These subjects are English literature, history, modern languages, classical languages, math and further math, physics, biology, chemistry, and geography. Bonus tips on choosing your A-level subjects. Now you know how to choose your A-level subjects, either if you already know what your intended major is or if you're still weighing your choices. As a bonus, we have some very special tips for you to help you choose your A-level subjects. First, do your research. You need to find out whether your intended major has a specific requirements on which subjects to take and what's the minimum requirement of grade. You can visit each university webpage to find out which A-level subjects that they prefer for each intended major. And then, you have to follow your interest. You will do better at the subject that you enjoy, and this will lead you to have a more fulfilling career. Lastly, play at your strength. Choose the subjects that you are great at. Remember, you will be taking these subjects for 2 years, and you certainly don't want to suffer for those 2 years. There are a lot of subjects to choose from, and you have to choose the suitable subjects for your target degree. Either you want to work at a bank or fly a spaceship, make sure you mix and match the perfect A-level subjects to boost your university applications. Trust me, you don't want to spend 2 years studying the wrong subjects. If you need further guidance in choosing the perfect A-level subjects for you, go ahead and grab our A-level subject selection guidebook in the link in the description box below. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope what we've discussed is helpful for your university application. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this channel to find out more useful insight like this one. Bye-bye!